Hello everybody, this is an astrological forecast for Aquarius for July of 2012. This also applies if you have an Aquarius ascendant. So my Aquarians, this month there's going to be a lot of focus on your relationships and your finances particularly. Let's start out with relationships because Mercury goes retrograde this month on the 15th of the month until the 7th of August. And Mercury rules communications, rules travel, rules technology, machinery, tools, all that kind of thing. So with it being in your 7th house, I would say that it's going to be a time during this retrograde, maybe for a completion to happen with respect to a relationship during the retrograde. Also for a re-evaluation for you to start rethinking your relationships. It could be some miscommunications in your relationships. You may find that somebody's just not listening to you. You don't feel heard. As well, you may just need some time out to be quiet, to really think about what you want in your relationships, what you're learning from your relationships, because Mercury rules whatever you're learning, and maybe teaching others through relationships as well. So I would say to you during the first couple of weeks of the month, try to get any important documents signed, any important deals closed if you can, schedule meetings that involve big decisions before the retrograde, and make sure you back up your hard drive. After the retrograde, then as I said, that's a great time then to really reflect, and for you especially, it's going to be on your relationships. Now, Mars changes sign on the 4th of the month, moving out of your 8th house into your 9th house, along with Saturn. So this is going to be a wonderful time for any kind of further study. Anything involving going back to school, learning about international relations, even maybe learning a new language, but for connecting up with people more globally, maybe even starting a business online. Also, it could bring you in contact with authorities. You may come in contact with the law, possibly, a legal situation or a legal case, and it will be time to move forward with that. It's going to be a very good time to push forward with travel plans. Now, be careful during Mercury retrograde. I would say you make the plans before the retrograde, and also leave plenty of time to get to appointments or places during the retrograde, because there are always minor irritations. Mercury retrograde is never anything to be too worried about. It's just an irritation. If something has to be redone, or you get stuck, or something breaks down, whatever it is, and it's just annoying to have to wait. So Mars in that 9th house, I would strongly encourage you to read more, to get more information, and to spread that information far and wide. Share with people from around the world. The first week of the month, we got a square from Jupiter to Neptune, your 2nd to your 5th houses. Very important that you are careful about any kind of scams, any financial scams, anything that sounds too good to be true. It probably is, so be very careful. Don't take silly risks with limited resources. The second and third week of the month, we've got lovely aspect of Venus conjunct Jupiter in your 5th house. This is wonderful for your creativity. It's also a wonderful time for romance. So if you're in a relationship, be romantic, do the grand gesture, do something really special with your partner. If you're not in a relationship, this could really be the couple of weeks where you could meet somebody new. It's also a good time to plan a wedding. It's also a good time to start a business or to expand your business. Wonderful time for anything creative, and a great time to do anything with children and with young people. Really lovely time for that. So enjoy that part of the month. We've also got, on the 3rd week of the month, we do have an opposition between Mars and Uranus from your 3rd to your 9th houses. You may have a real disagreement with somebody. A disagreement in terms of their beliefs, what you believe and what they believe. And you may well find yourself speaking out because Aquarius, you are different, you are unique, and Uranus is your ruling planet. So don't be surprised if you maybe just have a falling out with somebody. There'll be an altercation and it'll blow up and it'll blow over, because Uranus means that things do pass quickly. You may have machinery breaking down on you all of a sudden. Computer, something like that. It's Uranus, it's in your third, so something could suddenly just be lost on the computer. So make sure you've backed everything up doubly, trebly, because that could be a possibility. All month, been going on for a while, we've still got this square between Pluto and Uranus from your third to your 12th houses. So a lot of awakening for you into what you think about, what you want to learn. Maybe you want to learn some new things. It's time possibly to go back to school, to learn something new, to share something new, to be a little more original, even more original with how you're communicating. The way that you communicate needs to change. There's going to be some big changes coming in the way that you communicate with people, the way you talk to people, the way you listen. You develop better listening skills. There's going to be a lot of things happening in your relationship arena, and also some interesting dreams. Try to write down those dreams, because I think they've got some messages to tell you, especially towards the end of this month. So that's your month ahead, Aquarius. So thank you to so many of you who pass these videos around onto Twitter, Facebook, other websites. I really appreciate it. And of course, always delighted to hear of those that come for readings and sign up for my free newsletter. Whatever it is, I'm always delighted to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Have a great month. Bye for now.